Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, May 13, 2022. People would be wise to get out of your way today. You might find yourself feeling like a steam engine that is stoked to the brim with fiery hot coals. You are likely to be adamant about the course you are on, and no one is likely to pull you off track. If people look carefully, they might even be able to see the steam coming out of your ears. You might find it hard to concentrate on work today. You could be dreaming about your significant other, fantasizing about spending time with them. Ask your sweetie to join you for lunch if you can. Otherwise, plan a romantic dinner together and schedule some intimate time. If you're single, you could make a connection with someone that has real possibilities. Just don't let yourself be too shy. Keep that confidence up. Your level of intuition today is heightened almost to the point of telepathy. Therefore, you'll probably be able to sense what others want and need, perhaps even before they know it themselves. You could also experience a few visionary impressions that might prove to be valuable inspirations for creative and artistic work. When images well up from within your psyche, don't dismiss them as irrelevant. They could make a big difference in your life right now. Do not feel like you have to rationalize everything. Accept the basic fact that there are simply some things in life that may occur without any specific logical reasoning or explanation whatsoever. More than likely, these are the events and experiences that are most interesting, that add the most spice in our everyday routine existence. Embrace the unknown and feel free to encourage more spontaneity and playfulness in your world. Your energy and drive have no bounds. If you had it your way, you would do everything and at the same time. Even though your interests are varied, you should concentrate on what's relevant. Involve your friends and relations in particular. You will spend wonderful moments together, and have great memories of them. Life seems impossibly ridiculous right now, but it's all thanks to a short-lived phase. You should try your best to ride it out. If you struggle too hard, you might end up stuck here a while. You're optimistic, willing to take risks. Self-reliance and the charm you possess gives you great confidence. If you suffer the indignity of being turned down by a potential date, this has little effect on the way you feel. There are people out there who appreciate what you offer and willing to share their love with you. Give your ego a break. Don't worry so much about what others think. You are living this life for yourself, not for other people. Be real with your actions instead of always trying to treat things like a game that you need to be the star of. There is a time and place for having fun, but today is more like one of those times when you should get serious. Have a long conversation with someone who has been wanting to see that side of you. You're not going to want to slow down on this day. It's a day, and you can bet that you'll be energetic and raring to go. While this is definitely the day to get a lot accomplished, you'd be wise to hold off on making any commitments. While you are renowned for getting things started, staying with it until the bitter end may not suit you under this influence. It can be far easier to jump into something on a one day, so take a little more time to think things through first. You may be having some run-ins with your family today. A rethinking of your principles motivates you to clear up some troubling issues with your parents, and in particular your father. It's possible that everyone will find you more outspoken than usual. While conflicts will tire you out and you may dream of running away from them, remember that you started this confrontation and are responsible for seeing it through to the end. Jupiter's departure from your income sector today won't end all the planetary activity here, but it will change the dynamics. Until returning in October, Jupiter leaves you with the long-term goals and ambitions that give you something to aim and to strive for. However, this will also see a new sense of urgency kick in as Mars moves into his final 2 weeks here. No longer blocked by Jupiter's slow and long-term approach, Mars can now fire up a drive to fight for what you deserve and to capitalize on the untapped income potential Jupiter has created. This comes just as Jupiter turns his focus onto your communications. A day after the Moon left your relationship sector, leaving you more emotionally engaged but having put a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test, Jupiter joins Venus in your communication sector. The planet of love is already on a mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice, but this gets a massive boost from today. Our eyes in the sky. There is a lot happening at once with today's transits. A strong pull between air and fire has its hand in moving things forward in a practical way and jumping into things courageously. Remember that everyone thinks they're right at this time. There is a conviction in the collective that can go either way. Pay close attention to the news you receive over the next few days, and don't give up on your dream. With plenty of raw and real conversations going on, you might come to a conclusion that you have needed to see and understand for many years. This sentiment is brought to you by the minor connection between the Sun in Libra and Neptune, which is retrograde in Pisces, and by the North Node of Destiny. Emotions could be erratic, forcing us to see relationships from a different perspective and allowing us to be more selfish when it comes to partnerships. Never compromise your needs and desires for those of others. This could cause a complete change in direction for your internal compass. Above all else, we are aware of the fleeting nature of time, and seek to use our energy deliberately to make a lasting impact on the world. This is a good lunar period for practical work that benefits from a slow and steady approach. We should, however, be cautioned not to identify so closely with our professional aims that we lose sight of our overall happiness. Beware depressing and negative self-talk, or falling victim to the trap that your worth hinges on your productivity. In the morning, the moon forms an uplifting sextile with Jupiter in Pisces, indicating that we have big dreams and we know that a sensible approach will enable us to achieve them. Although we might equate success with wealth and influence under the Capricorn moon, the sextile to Jupiter offers a more compassionate lens, enabling us to recognize that real wealth lies in creating positive change in our communities which will endure into the future. By setting up efficient structures, we create platforms for powerful manifestation magic, paying good fortune forward and helping others see their dreams become realities. The desire to write down your thoughts on a subject you've been either thinking about or possibly even researching could come upon you today, even if you don't try to do any more with it than post it on an internet news group. If you've been thinking about trying your hand at a magazine article on this or any subject, this is the time to get started. Your mind is sharp and your self-expression free-flowing.